Okay, everybody. I've been on quite a journey trying to figure out what's going on with YouTube and how to navigate it because I have been I have been hey Genevieve, hey Rebecca. I hope Kayla and Blessed One are still here. I've been having so much difficulty that when I come on, I can see everything and hear everything. However, um you guys for some of my lives are not able to see me and hear me. So I am just trying to work around that and figure it out. But here we go. We're going to do a show. It's going to be good. We're going to get started right now. And I am going to start by saying I'm from now on. Um, if I am not on my scheduled time of noon on Monday and 7 p.m. on Wednesday, both of those Central Time, then I'm just going to do pop-up shows. And the reason I would not be on is because of the connection, not being able to get through. And I've had the cable guy out here like twice. They've done everything they can. I don't know that it's a problem with internet or anything like that. But here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do the best we can moving forward and get everything where it needs to be. Okay, now I'm also going to turn on Podbean right now. I'm going to go here, doink, 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 and I'm going to go live on Podbean. So if anybody would like to call in and ask a question on Podbean, have a conversation, connect with loved ones on Podbean, you can do that right now. I'm going to start that now. So, up. Well, I thought I was gonna start that now. I don't know. Technology. Technology. I think it's going live now. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm up on Podbean. If you go to Podbean, I'm at Toni Green, Psychic Medium, or Psychic Medium Toni Green. On Podbean, if you go to the top where it says Who's Live Now, you can go there and you will be able to find me. Now, let's get started. And if you go into, thank you, Genevieve. I need to tell you, Genevieve is such a good friend and such a great person. She has helped me learn to navigate Podbean. And Rebecca, thank you so much too, because I'm going to tell you, sometimes technology just it does what it wants no matter what. And they've been helping me work my way through all of this. And here we go. So we are going to start like we always do. Please don't get scammed. I will never, ever reach out to you. I will never tell you you need anything. If somebody is reaching out to you, they probably are a scammer, 100%. So please do not get scammed. Don't get scammed by somebody. They suck you in with a free offer or a small amount, and then I've had people come to me after giving somebody $85,000 to tell them they could help them get back with their loved one, their ex, or not their ex that they loved. Let me put it that way. And of course, it did not work. And there was no money back guarantee on that. I have to watch a Podbean too. I need to turn this screen a little bit so that I can invite people in. Genevieve, I hit invite, but you can call back again. Oh, you're now on speaker. Okay. So you guys, please do not get scammed. I'm going to go through names. I'm going to go through the names. So this could be your name, a loved one's name, person, place, or thing, a family member's name. If the name comes up and it's for you, you know it's yours. Even if it's because some names are really common. Jose, Bill, very common names. So please know that. If you'd like to ask a question, you can ask in the chat in Podbean, or you can call in on Podbean. There's a little thing in the corner. You push it and you get call in, and then we can actually talk, or you can ask in the chat on YouTube. Here we go. Sorry for the rough beginning of the show, but we're all going to learn this together. Okay, the names I'm getting are, well, the words, the confirmations I'm getting. Magenta is the first one, magenta. The second one is Michael. The next is poinsettia. The next is Lolita. Lolita. The next is Javan. The next is Mickey. You guys, I had a relative name. I think Aunt Mickey. I don't think that was her real birth name, but that's just what we called her. I think she might still be alive. I don't know. The next is Marisanta. And I'm sorry if I don't pronounce some of these names correctly. I'm not familiar with all of them. Some of them, like Marisanta, I don't think I've ever heard that name before. Very pretty. Maria, Jalenta. It's like with a G, Jalenta. It could be a J. I don't know. Jalenta. Next is Bob. Whew, Bob or Bobby. Whew. I got that one down. I know that name. The next name is Pietra. The next name or thing. I'm just seeing the Eiffel Tower. The next is butterflies, and next is I just hear long haul driver. Okay, like somebody who drives long distances. And then for songs, I'm going to start off with the songs. Oh my God. And yes, I know I cannot sing. Please forgive me for my voice. The song could be a song you know, they knew, it reminds you of them. When you hear it, the next time you hear it, it will be a confirmation that they're with you, or it could be answering a question. Whatever the song means for you, it means for you. And the first song took me out because I heard it all weekend long and then again this morning. So it was supposed to be on yesterday's show where I couldn't do the show, but here it is. God, not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Okay, if you know, you know. The next song is it's by TLC, I know that. And I'm only hearing one part of it, like one small part of the song, and it's so I creep. Oh, he never knows what I do. I don't know if those are even the words. I just know that's the song. And yes, I know I sing it horribly. I do get that. Okay, next I'm going to do a couple more songs, and then I'm going to go into questions and answers. Hey, 4Q and Kayla, welcome to the show. Kayla, thank you for being on Podbean. Love it. Okay, here we go. Thank you, 4Q, for being in the room also. Love it. I'm going to invite you in. Please mute your microphone when you come in. And then when it's your turn to ask a question, we will unmute you. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, the next song is Give a little bit of your love to me. That song. And then the next song is Young Stepper, dirt about. Oh, still like it like that. Extraordinary, juice like a strawberry. Oh, just get to the chorus so I don't have to sing the whole song. I think it's called Young Stepper or something like that. but again, even the little bit I sang, if that song is for you, you're going to know. And then the next song, and it came in as I was talking, Mama, take these chains from me, or take these guns from me. I can't use them anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Okay. Phew. Phew. You guys, if you knew the way it comes through, sometimes it just comes through in just like it did there, and I'm trying to go with it until it comes completely through. Okay, the next one is, and they're singing, is it Hot Stepper or I'm the Hot Stepper, da-na-na, lyrical gangster, da-na-na, still like it like that. That song, they're making sure I get that song across. Okay, everybody, that is it. Hey, Rebecca, welcome to Podbean with us. Okay, for Q, if you'd like to call in and ask a question, you can. I am going to get started now with Q&A, and we are going to just go through as much as we can on the show. And when you if you decide to call into Podbean, there is a little sign up process. It doesn't cost you anything. But you can, the audio is so good to, compared to the last system we were using. It's such a nice system. I love it. When you go there, you join into the live, and then if you want to call in, you push the little thing, and then it puts you in a little queue where you can be muted until it's time to ask your question. I just love the whole system. And Dion and one other person told me about Podbean, and then Genevieve, God bless her, she spent, I don't know how long, like 30 minutes with me on, I think, Sunday, helping me figure it out. It's really awesome. So here we go. Okay. Ani, you'll be the first question I answer in the chat, but I'm going to go to Kayla first. Kayla, can you unmute yourself and I'll take your question? Kayla?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
So good. Thank you so much for asking. How can I help you today, love?
I was just wondering if any messages from my grandmother came through.
Okay, what's your grandmother's first name?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. I like that name. That's a nice grandma name, right?
Yeah.
I know that sounds weird for me to say. Okay, there's actually two mature women here. One of them is thinner, and then one of them still has, like, you know how you have the you still have the fat in your cheeks, and the other one is a little bit more. When you get older and you lose all the fat in your cheeks, that's sunken in a little bit. And I'm going to be honest, Kayla, these could be the same women at different points in their life. When I see my mom, I always see her when she was like in her 30s. And but the two women that are here right now, are you the same woman? No, they're two separate women. And I'm going to say they could be a great grandmother and a grandmother, an aunt. I'm just going to go with the message that they want to give you. Kayla, the first thing that I'm getting is everything's about to turn around for you. Kayla, can I ask your age, please?
36.
36. You're about to enter into a new cycle in life. Do you feel like things have been ending? Like there have been a lot of things like that have just not been working or ending for you recently?
Yes.
And almost over the past year, correct?
Yes.
Okay, see, folks, this is why I love the call-in option, because you see this interaction and I can confirm this is the right thing. You're about to enter a brand new cycle of your life, and this cycle, now I'm gonna I'm going to say this and then I'm going to add something. This cycle is going to take you exactly where you want to be. So if you were writing a book of your life, like this is how I want it to look, which I strongly recommend you do, at least think about that and really stay hyper focused on that. With the month of March, especially once I see the 18th, but I see the 14th. The 18th is really big and bold, like if, big and bold. And the 14th is a little bit smaller. And it is like maybe the 14th is when it kind of starts to usher in, but the 18th, it takes hold. Okay. So at that point, everything has the opportunity to really take hold and start driving forward. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And it's a brand new cycle. So if there are things that you really want to do and places you really want to go, start planning it now. Like keep it in your mind. Don't let any excuses come in and be in the way of that. Also, when the opportunities come, say yes. When the opportunities show up, say yes. Don't think, well, what if? Oh, but just say yes and run with it. Don't for a second hesitate. Now, in March is when it's going to begin. However, in April and March, you're going to feel it take off a little bit, but in April, oh my goodness, as long as you are like doing your yeses and moving forward, in April, it's going to take like a hold of you. Like the way they're showing it to me, Kayla, is like an eagle grabs onto you and you just fly out. You're just being flown to the next place or stage or whatever it is. And you just need to know it's going to be so good for you. It's really going to be good for you. So just please know that. And your grandparents, they're using plural on that, not me, them. They're the eagle. Let me put it that way. That's what they're saying. They're the eagle that is trying to take you out of what you've been stuck in and get you to the next destination. And I love this statement. Oh my goodness. I love this statement so much. Your past does not dictate your future. Wherever you were is not where you're going. And however it's been is not how it's going to continue to be. Now,
Okay,
I
I
love
hope so.
that. Yeah, I love that for absolutely everybody. But for you, they are really saying that. And if you could pretend the past wasn't like none of that you are is unfavorable to you, if you could pretend that didn't exist, who would you be? Like you'd
Oh my
be
God.
unfreaking stoppable. So just pretend that was a bad movie and it doesn't exist and it doesn't matter and move on. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. And it took me personally, it took me forever to realize this because I'm going to say something I very rarely share with people because, again, it's not supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about you guys. But for this part of the show, it's so pertinent. When I was growing up, I was in foster care. And I thought that was something bad on me. I always felt like I think I was 4 when I went in. And I always felt like I had done something bad. That's a very human, normal thing for a child. But through my whole life, I felt like that was such a bad secret and such a bad thing. And until a couple of years ago, I carried that with so much shame. Like I must have been such a bad, what 4-year-old can do anything, right? Even if I went in at 12, that's not on me. That's not whatever.
Right.
But so the same thing for you, love. Whatever it is, I don't care what it was. And this is the other part of this that's so important. Nobody we think people care about what happened to us, what's happening with us. People are so busy in their own life They don't have time or room in their head to think about anybody else or what they went through. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean it's so true. When we think about ourselves and how much do we really think about other people and what they went, like their past, and judging it, we just are just trying to get through the minute, right? So I
Right.
want you to pretend everything didn't, like it's not even there. And I want you to move forward with the light and the love, because everything else is not real. Only light and love is real. Okay? And
Yes.
the only person judging you at this point is you. And we all need to stop judging ourselves, right? We do. We
Right.
really need to stop judging ourselves. So, sweetie, that is the message that they have for you, and they want you to know that they love you so much. And they are like with the eagle. They're showing the eagle thing with I think the eagle feet or talons. They're grabbing you and like almost pulling you out of all the energy of the negative stuff and moving you into a better space. Okay, sweetie?
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I hope this was helpful. And your grandma Evelyn
Yes.
says she loves you and she is going to be there to help you keep moving forward. Okay?
Thank you.
You are welcome. You can stay on the way you are. If you choose to stay on, just please mute your phone. And
Okay.
and thank you so much for calling in and joining Podbean. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go to Ani and her first question on the chat in YouTube. And again, if you're joining on YouTube, please put your question in the chat. If you'd like to join on Podbean, you can actually join the conversation. You can call in. It's whatever works best for you guys. Ani says, hello, I want to ask, what are the signs my guides will show around me when they are present and wanting to give me guidance? Well, first, Ani, for everybody, our guides are with us always. They don't really leave us. We don't realize that because we're not always paying attention to them, but they are always paying attention to us. Always. It's a fact. One of the ways that you can, okay, one of the ways that you can see or know that your guides are with you is if you see a flash of light. Like it can be outside the window, it can be in the kitchen, it can be wherever, just any flash of light, you're going to know your guides are with you. Also, if you hear like, let's say you're just like zoning out doing something on the couch or whatever, dishes or whatever it is, and all of a sudden you hear like a message in your mind, don't forget, or let's do this, or whatever it is, those are your guides also communicating with you, letting you know they're there and they're helping you. Now I will tell you something. In the kitchen doing dishes or in the bathroom are the strongest times to hear the guide, mostly because when we're in the bathroom, things just, there's a lot of water element around it, and they come through so clearly with water for some reason. They do. Excuse me. And then also they have a lot of messages, like our mind is just not the way it is if we're sitting at a desk or in front of a phone or a computer. We're actively thinking. Our mind is a little bit more relaxed in those areas, so you can really hear them then. But the flash of light or the little speck of light that you see out of the corner of your eye, that's them letting you know that they're with you. Okay. Okay, Ani. Genevieve, I see on here you put a question. So if you can unmute and let me answer your question for you. UI. Hey, Genevieve.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are
So
you? This is working out quite well. And I can see on Podbean also people are there. So this is acting up
I
quite well.
know, I love it so much. I know, I know. Um, so Genevieve, what's your question?
Yes. My friend, unfortunately, a very good friend of mine, got a DUI.
Oh,
And it's, as we all know, it can be very troubling and difficult when this happens because your whole life, of course, when you live in the country where there's hardly any buses, it's very hard to go around. She will appear in court in about 3 months. Things could change depending what the lawyer decides to do in the meantime when they speak with the driving license bureau and so on. I just wanted to know if you can pick up anything, if she will be all right, because she's also going through a separation, separation, work. She had a back surgery 3 months ago. It's just a lot of things happening in her life all at once.
okay. So the first thing I'm getting is the more you pay, the better it goes for you. And I
Mhm.
don't mean necessarily in attorney, but of course that is a factor. But some people who can't pay the fines and stuff, they just get longer
Yeah.
punishment, if you will. I feel like she is going to get a not a recreational, but a license she can use to do what she needs to do.
Yes.
Um, like occupational license of some sort. They're going to work with her to give her that. Um, and I don't feel like she is going to lose much of her abilities that she has right now, but I do feel like she is going to learn this, like
A, a
yes,
reality check.
yes. Um, so that is what I'm getting for that. I feel like she's going to still be able to get around. It's going to be a little chaotic and a little much at first, but she is going to be okay. She will get some driving privileges. If she gets pulled over, she's going to have proof of where she's going and why. The other thing that I know about DUIs is she should probably change her license plate. That's really important. Her license
Okay.
plate number is one thing that I have learned from people who get DUIs. It's something with the license plate that they will get pulled over again if they have the same license plate. So she should change that if she can. Also, there's a thing, and I think this is it. There's a thing that they do to the license plate, like poke a hole or something. So if the light hits it, then it's a signal to cops, especially at night. So that's just what I've heard.
Oh,
That's what I've
interesting.
heard. They mark the car somehow. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
I know there are like a lot of people going, oh, right now. I know there are. So that's one thing I could tell you. The other thing that I would say for her is absolutely not even mouthwash before she leaves the house.
Hmm.
Absolutely not even. So that's what I have for that, love. But I do feel like she will be able to get around. Okay.
Thank you so much, and very happy. It seems everyone's able to find also um, your app and where you are on Podbean. So it's looking great for you.
Yes, thank you so much, Genevieve. And thank you so much for all of your help with everything.
My
I'm truly
pleasure.
grateful. So grateful. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And by the way, the song that you sang earlier was about Supertramp.
Was it?
Yeah, there was
Which
a song about the give a little bit. I won't sing
Oh,
on
yes, that song. Give a little bit of yourself to me.
of your
Yeah.
love to me. Yeah,
Of
it's
your
really
love
good.
to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and it's great. Yeah, I love to hear you singing, whatever what people
Oh,
might say, but I think it's great. It just gives you a more pizzazz.
Thank you so much, sweetie. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Have a great show. I'll let everybody go on. So have yourself a wonderful day and a happy, beautiful day to everyone.
Oh,
Take care.
You too. Thank you, love. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Bye-bye, you guys. Okay, so in Podbean right now is Kayla, Rebecca, Heather, Genevieve, Drops of Jupiter. Yes, if you guys want to call in, just hit that thing in the bottom. It doesn't cost anything, and then I'll invite you in. The next one I'm gonna do is, let's see, the question online is blessed one. Hi, can I ask you, will I clean my family lineage? Yes and no. I know what you mean by this question. I know what you mean. Here's what I'm going to say to you. You're going to do as much as you can, but being cleaned is also, remember, there is a certain part to destiny, and people, there's a certain part to people who want to let go. So you can, I'm going to give you two examples. Blessed one. I'm going to give you two examples. The first example is that if somebody wants their energy, you can clean their energy, but if they go and do something else, then that's on them. And also they have their destiny and who they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to behave. And third, it is a choice to let go of things and not carry it with you. And some people feel like, and I'm going to give you the best example that I can for this, they feel like they have to hold on to it and they need it, or it will happen again. So sometimes if you are cheated on, you feel like you need to keep remembering everything that happened that led up to that cheating on, so that you can watch for it in your next person, so that you do not get cheated on again. I know those of us who have been cheated on are totally getting that and totally understanding it and saying, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. Of course we need to remember that. We need to, so we don't go through it again, because we never want to have that hurt and pain again. So we can choose to grab onto that, not really realizing that we have to let that go and heal it. Otherwise we'll keep ending up with people who will cheat on us. Because when somebody, it's to heal it, not to punish us. So that is what I'm going to say. Yes, you can do the best you can. And for those who have already gone home, I'm hearing it's cleansed. It's through the line down. And you're doing a good job, and keep up the good work is what I'm hearing. Okay, love? If anybody wants to join Podbean and call in, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to go to the next question, and I'm trying to watch both of them, but it's going to be beautiful. This is so good. The next question from Elizabeth is, oh my God, you're on. I'm so excited, Elizabeth. Me too. Me too. It's been crazy, just trying to like get through. And here's the crazier part, you guys. When you look at my shows and it shows that I was on for like 30 minutes, I talked those whole 30 minutes, not knowing no one could see or hear me. I'm answering questions in the chat. I'm singing songs. Well, nobody missed anything with that. I'm like connecting with people from up above, and nobody could hear or see me. So I'm so happy you guys can see me right now. the link, go to who is this? Let me see. What's the link for what's what's the Kayla, you found the link. If you guys want to be on Podbean, it's podbean.com, and then you search my name, and it's Toni Green Psychic Medium, and you should be able to get on there also. So that's awesome. Mary Jana wants to know what awaits me soon. In what area? Well, Mary Jana, I'm gonna tell you this. Never mind what area. There's a baby coming soon. I'm not saying it's your baby. Don't freak out. I don't know if somebody's already pregnant that you know of, but there's a baby coming soon. This, either if you know about this or not, and the baby has like brownish hair, maybe not when it's first born, but it definitely has, it's going to have brownish hair, big eyes, very big eyes, cute baby. There's a baby coming soon, Mirjana. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I am not. But could you do me a favor, Mirjana? Could you go onto Podbean and call in and just pronounce your name for me so I can call you correctly? I don't know if you don't want to do that, I get that. So that's what awaits you soon. I don't know that it's your baby, but it's somebody's baby, and it's going to have a connection with you. Okay. Kayla, thank you so much. And Genevieve, thank you so much for joining me on Podbean. You too, Heather. Love your singing. And the words you add, girls, let me tell you something. Sometimes I think that none of the words are right, and I just hope you guys get it. I don't know. Karma Karen, oh my goodness. Good morning, Karma Karen. Wonderful to have you here. Hot Stepper, that's it. That's the name of the song. Hot Stepper. Oh my goodness. Okay, Karma Karen wants to know anything from my grandma Elizabeth, who raised me. Oh, yeah, let me see what I can get, Karma Karen. Anything from, where's Elizabeth? Here. She's on the right, and she like has this really intense, strong energy. And the first thing she wants to say is it's a song coming through. Don't go changing to try and please me. I like you just the way you are. That's the first thing that comes through, is that song. And if I got the words wrong, I apologize. The next thing that she would say is, you are, the words that she's using, I'm just going to repeat them, and then you should know what they mean. You're a fine young woman, and I'm proud of who you've become. Don't let anybody give you like doubt or second guess yourself. And don't allow anyone to manipulate you. That's what your grandma Elizabeth, and she loves you. As I go to bring it down, close it out, she says, and I love her, and she loves you. And make the cookies. Karen, I don't know if these are sugar cookies or what, but she's saying just make the cookies. Just have fun, make the cookies. But I think they're a traditional cookie, a cookie that one from tradition. Okay, love, that's what I'm getting for that. Okay. You guys, some days I'm going to be just going to Podbean and doing shows on Podbean, because for Podbean it's only audio, and I don't have to make sure my hair and makeup and everything is done. I can just sit on the couch and do it. So please make sure you're over there if you want to catch pop-ups over there. And please remember, as much as I'm going to try to stick to my schedule, um, with YouTube, with my normal Monday and Wednesday show, I won't be on again this evening, but I will be on one more time this week to make up for yesterday's show. As much as I'm going to try to stick to that schedule, if I just can't get on at those times, I'm just going to have to get on when I can and do pop-ups. So please make sure, if you want to be able to join the pop-up, you push the buttons you need to push to know when I'm here and how it's going. Hey, Layla, or Kayla. I don't know why I said Layla. Okay, maybe there's something for Layla here. I don't know. Let's see. And okay, so Shannon Lee, hello, could you please try and connect with my grandma in spirit? Shannon, I'm going to scroll down. I need you to tell me your grandma's name, please. What is her name? And while you're telling me your grandma's name, I'm going to do Heather, who wants to know, because I accidentally skipped over a couple of questions here, and I apologize for that. I'm going to go to Nada first. Hi, can I connect to my brother? Passed away 2 years ago, all alone in a house. His name is Billy. I always say Bill or Billy at the beginning of the show, so I'm so happy you're connecting with him. I don't know if it's him, but I'm just going to say the first thing he wants you to know is he's happy he passed when he was alone. He wouldn't have wanted anybody there to see that mess, whatever he means by that. The second thing he wants to say is he doesn't have regrets the way you think you would have regrets. He has no regrets. And then the third thing he wants you to know is that he's trying to connect with you in your dreams. I don't know if you've seen or heard him in the dreams, but he's trying to let you know he's okay, and don't feel badly about how things happened or what happened, because he's good, and he wants you to know he's good. He is it all happened exactly the way it was supposed to happen, is what he's saying. Okay? So he wants you to know that, love. Please don't feel badly. And in June, I'm just hearing June surprise. June surprise. That's all he's giving me on that. And usually when it's a surprise, I'm just not supposed to get more. So please know that, okay? You guys, today's TikTok was releasing shackles. I couldn't remember the name. I couldn't remember the word shackles, so I called them restraints during the clearing. So if you go to TikTok, you'll be able to get that. Yeah, I'm going to share it to everything else also. Okay. Okay, Heather, can you connect with my Uncle Sam? Yes. Okay. He's singing the Beverly Hillbillies song. Let me tell you about a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. I'm so sorry, Heather. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, Heather. Okay, the next thing he wants to say is, so I feel like it hurts right here and even a little bit into the eye. So was there something, Heather, if you could just let me know if there was something with his head or something that, like a stroke or something that would have caused pain here for him. It doesn't have to be on the right side. It could have been any place, and this eye is like feeling very bizarre. Heather, if you could just let me know that, that would be great. And then the next thing that I am getting, Heather, I'm going to scroll down. so that I can get any responses from you. The next thing that I'm getting, Heather, is that he wants you to know that he wants you to have more fun in your life and pick someone who is stable. His words, not mine. And Grandpa, we all need that. He says, over the next 4 years, your theme should be stability. If they're not stable, they don't deserve, they cannot be in your close circle. Okay, they can't be in your close circle if they're not stable. And I'm gonna say, I was watching someone on some video, and I wish I could remember who it was, but they said the most amazing thing, because I'm always trying to tell people, like, when we're choosing partners and we meet somebody and they create that hook for us. And the hook is, excuse me for a second, the hook is they say something that catches our heart. And that's typically what they say that catches our heart is it's something that makes us feel badly for them or sorry for them. Like something that happened in their life, like maybe they were cheated on and it was so devastating. And in that moment, if we are empathic and drawn into the story, we'll be like, oh my God, we think in our head, oh my God, I've been through that too. Oh, this poor guy or this poor girl, or they'll say, like, as a child, I da da da, and that's the hook. And not that that didn't happen, but once that hook gets into a person who is very empathic, from that moment on, it's very difficult for us to do things on our behalf to protect us and keep us safe. From that moment on, because we view them as somebody who's injured and hurt, we don't want to hurt or injure them any further. So we may try to reason, justify with ourselves and with them. We may try to reason and justify and have just this place where we put ourselves in a position to try to fix them and keep the relationship going because of that. We don't even realize that's the case. So if we can let go of the emotion of it, especially in the beginning, don't get emotionally invested in it, we can make better decisions based on stability and true attraction, true connection, rather than the connection of an emotional trigger. That was put so beautifully. Oh my gosh, Spirit really knows how to talk. I'm just saying. So moving forward, even if somebody has had a difficult time, who hasn't, right? Who hasn't been through it? Who hasn't been with somebody who lied, cheated, was crazy, was, whatever, abusive, emotionally, psychologically? Who hasn't, right? Who hasn't had a toxic relationship, upbringing, dysfunction? I want to meet that person. I want to meet the person who's had the perfect life. I do. I want to meet the person who's never ever had any. We all have. We either use it to get better and be better, or we use it to be a menace. Sorry to say it, it's just true. That's just the only way it can come out right now. So what I'm going to say is, your grandfather, your grandpapa, where did that come from? Is saying, choose stability. Get rid of, cut the cords to everything in the past that is not stable. You have the right to move forward with someone with stability, and be choosy, be picky. Don't like he's saying, you're the prize, and you need to realize you don't have to be the prize to everybody, but you damn well better be the prize to the person you're laying down next to. And you better be the only prize, not like you're this prize and they're that prize. You need to be the prize. And who cares what anybody else thinks? It's just the person you're laying down next to needs to visualize you or think of you as their prize. And if they don't, if their beer is their prize, if their car is their prize, like what kind of man will say, I love my car, but never be able to say it to a person? I'm waiting, right? We're all waiting for the answer on that because we've all had that experience. So what they're saying is everybody doesn't need to think you're a prize and poop on what everybody else thinks. Just the person you're with better think you are the biggest prize there is. Not the best they can do, but you're their prize. And if they don't, they need to go. They need to be gone. And let them go find who they think is a prize, because if they don't think you're their prize, believe me, they're still looking for their prize. And they will probably never find it. And that's okay. That's not your problem. Heather, if you do not feel like you are their prize and it does not feel stable, walk away. That's what your grandpa has to say. Your uncle has to say to you. Sorry about that. And your grandpa. And your grandpa. Okay. Shannon, my grandmother, Shannon, I'm going to go down a little bit and see if you gave me your grandmother's name. If you did not, I'm skipping over because the assumption is you are no longer in the room, and I'm not answering questions for people who are no longer in the room. I don't see anything else from Shannon, but I may have missed that. If I see it, I'll go back to it. But I think I am lost in the chat right now. Remember, if you'd like to connect on Podbean and call in, you absolutely can do that. I know some of you are working and cannot, and that is okay. It's a sticker they use. Okay, let's see. Eva. Hi, Eva. Welcome to the show. Hi, Toni. Could you please share my message from my angel spirit guides? Okay, Eva, for the sake of the show, I ask that you ask an exact question about life, love, career, finances. And I'm rereading your question, your thing here. I think you're asking, could you please get a message from your angels or spirit guides? Can you please give me an exact question about life, love, career? That would be very helpful. Thank you so much. I don't do general readings on here. Hey, Terry Joyful. I think that's how you pronounce it. Thank you for joining the room in Podbean. If you have a question, you can post it or you can call in right under the hour mark. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to go to... Are there any messages from my husband, Marty? Okay, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. And you guys, please remember, if I don't answer your question, every time I move it to scroll up a little bit, it jumps, and then I do miss questions, and I apologize for that. So please forgive me. Marty, Elizabeth, yeah. The song Jukebox Heroes comes through. That was on a couple shows ago, but I don't know if you guys got it or not. Jukebox Hero. And then the next thing that Marty wants to say is it's a Johnny Cash song, and this is not what's going to happen, but I think it's a Johnny Cash song. There's a storm coming. No. Is it that? No. No, I think it's Long Black Train, and whatever that song says. There's not a storm coming. because I just see this black train coming, and it's Johnny Cash, so I think it's that song. I'm sorry that that's not more clear, but I can just give you what I get. The next thing Marty would want to say is he's okay. He's moving up a bit. It will not affect your connection to him, but here's what happens when somebody passes, and we're really sad when they first pass. Even though they're home, they stay in a closer proximity etherically to us. As we recover and heal and feel and get better, they move up also. Our frequency is moving up, the sadness is going, their frequency starts to move up, and they start to go higher. He wants you to know he's moving up, which means you're feeling lighter about the situation. He'll still be with you all the time. He just doesn't need to be in as heavy of energy for you. So that's a beautiful thing. That's congratulations to both of you. Elizabeth, he also wants to tell you that you are getting a surprise in June also. Lots of surprises coming in June. Wow, that's awesome. Hey, Crash, thank you for joining Podbean. Thank you for joining the show. If you'd like to post a question, please post it quickly because I'm not going to be on for much longer, but you can also call in if you would like. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. That's what Marty has for you, and it's going to be good, sweetie. Whatever's coming in June is going to be good. You're welcome, Karmic Karen. I'm so happy. Hey, Peter, thank you for joining the show, Peter. See, just right there, I scrolled down and everything, oopsie, everything went straight to the bottom. Okay, Crash on Podbean wants to know, I'm just wondering if when I came through, if you had anyone that might have came through with me, because I've had a feeling someone's here with me, and I'm just not sure who it is. Okay, I want to make sure I understand this question, Crash. Someone's here with me. You have a feeling someone's there with you. Crash, I'm just going to do a clearing because I feel like we're going to clear that. So it's a healing. Your angels are going to come in and take out anyone, not take out, remove any energies that don't belong. And I instantly feel like a little thing in my left ear and a clicking. So that would tell me somebody's been in your ear, but they're not supposed to be. And this is an energy from somebody from the past. So what happens when we're just going to clear this right away, Crash, for you and anybody else listening. We're going to just clear anything that does not belong, anything that is not supposed to be with us. We're clearing that all now. So we're going to do that. Oh, Elizabeth says he loves Johnny Cash. Hey, Sal, how are you? And Crash, just hold on while we're clearing. As we clear, we're going to get I just want to say we're going to get some clarity on who it might be. Whoever this is, it's a woman and they had long blonde hair. But I don't know if you know this person. I only see the back of them and they're in a long nightgown. And they are having, let me do something really quick, Crash. Don't go anyplace yet. Okay, you guys, it's time for me to end the show on YouTube. It's been an hour. Thank you so much. Please pop over to Podbean. I'm going to continue on Podbean. And if not, I will see you later this week to do more shows for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sending you love. Mwah.